Did you guys, well, I am going to take this moment to pivot, hear about the Discord debacle? Like, they are honestly considering doing the Face ID. And I did not know that that was going to be on the list for today. I thought maybe we would be getting past all this ID online bullshit that we're all sick of because nobody believes that it is for the children. It is merely to keep tabs on us at all times, what we're doing, what we're saying, how we're saying it, and whom we are saying it to. I, for one, am a little livid, especially since I went and fixed my Patreon. Oh my gosh, are we taking bets about them walking it back somewhat? From what I understand, and I don't know if this is true, people have started unsubscribing from Nitro. So if you do not believe in this, I agree. You should absolutely unsubscribe. I think when they do see the crazy numbers of their drop-offs, they will be walking it back hard. Because if you guys recall, and I'm sure Chibi will mention this, they were hacked not long ago. And they lost, or they gave out what, 70,000 people's information. I don't think anybody deserves our information. Like, I'll be honest. You imagine they will implement it for the world, but not for the US? I don't know. Does it matter? Because it always starts like outside of the US. Because I mean, look at Britain, right? And then we will still see signs of it in US because there is already age verification ID required for what is it? For like porn, I think, in at least a good number of states. Yep, 70K were hacked. That's fucking nuts. I don't want people having my ID. I don't like that. I hate the fact that other platforms think it is okay to do. Um, Thank you, Proton VPN. Well, they could be coming for your VPNs next. So, Penguin, you could be right. Like, thank goodness for the VPNs, but also, how do you know it's not happening now? Like, I don't know. Because aren't they taking that away in the UK as well as the VPNs? Hey, Spoon Ninja, thank you so much. I almost said something else. I appreciate you for the gifty over on Rumble. ID required equals buy whatever service demands that. Ain't no way one should feed it anywhere online. I completely agree. Completely agree. It should not be part of the thing. You can't VPN your face. Yeah. Once it's out there, it's out there. She almost said the word. Wouldn't be the first time, Story. Wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last. I say nagger frequently. In the UK, they added it to adult sites, so we just use Keir Starmer's face. That is so fucking brilliant. That is such a good idea. And I heard people were using animals, right, to bypass it. So all that tells me is that they have no real way of utilizing the Face ID, right? Like you could easily bypass that shit. Texas has an ID law for porn sites, which I don't think should happen. It won't stop. You're right, Hellsaber. It will not stop at Discord. This is merely a stepping stone. And I think it matters, right, on making sure you guys are informed, that you guys are aware of it, and that you guys make your own voices heard. You had to walk out of some sites and put up a sign up wall. Yes, I don't sign up for anything. I don't even want them having my email if I can prevent it. Like, I know everything requires your email, but if I can get away with it and not put that info in, I will absolutely do that. Or I can just put in my burner email that's just for spam and crap. Wiz tried facial recognition and it didn't do anything. Wiz and Boomstick? You got a 4 terabyte drive, time to archive? I think so. If you want your porn, go download it. What about Discord alternatives, Cindy? Are there any viable Discord alternatives? Because I'm hearing people going, like, saying they're going to go back to TeamSpeak, to which I have to say, make Ventrilo great again. I would love to see Ventrilo come back. Been growing your back catalog to try and stay more offline. I hate these stupid streaming platforms. I completely agree. I hate the fact that we are at this point in human history, and the fact that they're going after Discord, which is the next logical step for these people, just irritates me all the more. Okay, we're gonna go back to the vid.
So this news just dropped about an hour ago, and everybody is currently losing their minds about this information that Discord just provided to the entire world. Discord will require a face scan or ID for full access next month. And for those thinking that this is just, let's say, the UK, the EU, let's say Australia, Canada, Japan, Korea, or whatever, no, this is actually a global change. They're going to be forcing full face scan and digital ID globally. It literally says it right here in the article. Discord announced on Monday that it's rolling out age verification on its platform globally starting next month, when it will automatically set all users' accounts to a teen-appropriate experience unless they demonstrate that they're adults. Users who aren't verified...
I don't think you really need ID to demonstrate you're an adult, but also, you really think a kid is not going to bypass this in some capacity? You have no idea what kids are going to do. Yeah, I mean, you guys brought up like a valid point. Gilded? I've never heard about it. With like using pictures of like Keir Starmer, right? There is a workaround. Why on earth why are they so focused on this? I just don't understand. I I don't know. To me, it makes me wonder like what other scummy activity is coming down the pipeline, because they've just been really, really getting out of hand with, this, I don't know, I guess authoritarianism. I'm getting really sick of it. You heard Gilded was taken down? What's Gilded? Wasn't Discord used to stage a coup? I have no idea. You're focusing on it for surveillance and power, of course. Oh yeah, no. And I'm frankly sick of it. Like I wish there was something we could do to get these people out. I really think like every branch of government needs to be scrubbed and unnecessary departments gotten rid of to save taxpayer monies. Oh, it's an alternative and it was shut down? Oh no, Gilded is no longer available. Thank you for being part of the Gilded community. We hope you'll join us in the Roblox community to stay connected. Wow. If it wasn't taken down, I wouldn't use it just because of the affiliation with Roblox. I'm just going to be honest. I don't know why it was shut down, Alfredo. Well, damn, Discord be sending out the mob. That's what it feels like. Hey, Lowdown, how you doing? Yeah, I don't think I could use Gilded in good conscience. I just could not do it. It was bought by Roblox. Oh, I see. Well, it's like Cindy joining Blue Sky. I only joined Blue Sky to reserve my name. Otherwise, I don't use it.
As adults will not be able to access age-restricted servers and channels, won't be able to speak in Discord's live stream like stages, and will see content filters for any content.
You can't really speak during stages when there's someone on the stage that's not you. So I don't know. I could be wrong. You heard Gilded was pretty arbitrary though? Maybe. It wasn't arbitrary enough to not get Roblox attention though.
Content Discord detects as graphic or sensitive. They will also get warning prompts for friend requests from potentially unfamiliar users, and DMs from unfamiliar users will be automatically filtered into a separate inbox. Now, I would like to remind everybody, a few months ago, there was a massive leak for Discord, which Pirate Nation here even outlines. Basically, remember about the Discord data breach reported back in October of 2025. Hackers gained access to a third-party customer support vendor and used by Discord. Around 70,000 government-issued ID, images, passports, driver license, submitted for age verification or appeals were leaked. Emails, usernames, support ticket details, and partial payment information for users who contacted support. So more or less, about 4 or 5 months ago, Discord had a massive data breach after they tried to force digital ID and age verification on their platform.
Mel, I agree. Mel said if they really want to protect the kids, how about they go after the creeps on Roblox who are targeting kids, or go after the creeps on the dark web who are doing the same shit, because they don't really care about the kids. It's not about them. It's about how they can use them. To me, it's the same thing as these women who bring their babies, their young children, well, hell, their children of any kind to like these protest rallies, right? Where they are going to put their children in harm's way for a stupid message. It's the same thing. It's merely a ploy because people fall for anything that has to do with kids being protected. I don't know. I think it's like another emotional plea to get you to do what they want. Yeah, 3 separate streamers tried to do, child protection on Roblox. Roblox wants no part of it, and neither does the government, because nothing happened. Nothing. There was a big hullabaloo about it, people got upset online, and nothing changed. So, yeah, I understand, I completely agree with you. If we are so worried about the kids, why are you not worried about the kids? The kids should be protected, and they don't care how many kids die in the effort. The kids should be used to attack the children or to attack everyone else, no matter the cost. And the only way to get to people like you and me is through, the bleeding heart thing. Like, oh, think of the children. I don't know. $20 that 90% of the government is pedophiles. Hell, I agree with you. I don't know if this requires an allegedly, but I agree with you. Hey, see, it might be more. Like, I the whole Epstein thing really threw me for like how many people were actually on there. So I feel like it might actually be more than that, Bridget, like maybe 95 to 98%. And that's why I don't want to say the whole government because you do have those who are not quite that schizo. Attack the children. I didn't say that clip. But I mean, like, look at Trump, right? I did not believe he was on the list because if he was, that list would have been released a long time ago. I don't know. That could just be me. Could be wrong, but that's how I feel about it. Thank you guys for the bananas. Crazy quote. Oh my goodness. Discord was used to overthrow 2 governments. Oh yeah, you're right. Strange how they go through all that effort to be evil instead of getting a girlfriend or boyfriend that is an adult because they don't want adults. Metard. They have a specific type that I think makes them nominated for the wood chipper. Is Starmer on the list? I would not be surprised.
With face scanning and stuff like that. And now that we fast forward to the present day, Discord is now rolling out this forced ID and face scanning globally to everyone around the world. This isn't just a specific country. This is legitimately the entire world that is now going to be affected by this change. And now you're at risk with Discord leaking your data and doxing yourself. So this is honestly just really bad. Like I'm gonna say it like it is. This is a guide to how to run your company into the ground very quickly. Like Discord for many, many years now has been the go-to for chat platforms and talking with your friends when you play a game. But the fact that they're making a change like
I'm sorry, Devil in Red. What? This is being pushed to have a way to pinpoint people who would be problematic to the ones trying to stay in power. There was a US law that just passed that the government has the power to shut off any car they can remotely that they can do remotely for legitimate reasons. Did that actually pass? How is that lawful? I don't understand. It happened last month. A Kentucky congressman was making a statement about it. I'm sorry, but if you want something like that, I think you need to be investigated. That's that's wild. Is that why they've been pushing so hard for keyless entry cars for like the last what, 15, 20 years? Email is easy to fake, just don't use your real name. Unfortunately, I had to give them my real name to get your account back. But you won't give them your face? Yeah, I hated that, you have to do that to sign up for anything. Hey, Corey, how you doing? Law enforcement has the ability to turn the car off if it's in a chase. You have so many other means of stopping that car that you would violate the rights to everyone else in the country to make your job a little easier. I don't think I want that. No offense. like, cops. You guys have a like, they have a very awful job, but I really don't think I would want that. I know a SWAT team guy and have used OnStar to lock people in their own cars and have their car shut off to make an arrest. That's fucking crazy. You're tired? I'm sorry, honey. I hope you're able to get some rest. I claim it as a public protection because chases affect more than the person driving fast. I don't know. I feel I don't know. This is like the kids and cell phones. I feel like there's a huge problem with it and there might be a better way to deal with that, but I don't know. That's giving too much power to like the government.
It's just this is going to be that moment where it determines if Discord is going to collapse as a company or not, because this right here, I'm just going to say, is completely unacceptable. You literally have to dox yourself just to be able to access and use Discord as a, service now. But here's the other big detail about this that a lot of people are not outlining and talking about, which I find pretty creepy about this news update from Discord, and that is this. So along this entire announcement that Discord is outlining that they're forcing face verification and digital ID, there is a little section here in this little article that they posted today about teens. And here, let me scroll down to it right here. So Discord Teen Council, building with teens, not just for them. Safety features work best when they are informed by the people they are meant to support. That's why we're excited to share that we are launching Discord's first Teen Council, with recruitment opening to teens 13 and 17 years old, beginning in the United States. Applications will be open until May.
I would not trust them with my children. I would not. No. I mm-mm. Hold on. I saw Rolling Dodge had a question. How you doing, Rolling? Where'd you go? Will Cinevere stop using Discord now if this verification thing goes through? I feel that's a valid question. And yes, I might. I refuse to use the ID thing, and I refuse to let you cuties have to put yourself if you guys choose to do it, that's on you. I don't care. But I personally do not want to put you guys in that kind of situation. I might end up just I guess figuring out something else. Like I can just do watch parties on YouTube with you guys if, push comes to shove and make them members only, stuff like that. There's ways around to still do these things without me having to contribute to it. If they want to lose my money, that is fine. You can understand if Discord was used to saying banking or something important, but this is simply a chat platform. There's no need to ask for ID for something so trivial. I completely agree, Crovax. Um, I completely agree with you, 100%. They like I said, they're gonna find any way possible to use this. Try using photorealistic video game models as your AI age verification. Now, are they gonna need an image of you, or do they need your driver's license? I mean, you could still fake it, right? You could just change the photo on there, but still, you hardly use Discord anymore to begin with. I only use it, and well, I use it a lot actually. I talked to a couple of people on there quite a bit. Chibi mentioned it that Discord was hacked. Yes, 70,000 people. That's fucking wild. You think digital ID is inevitable, but you're going to fight against it till it is? Yes, and you should, in all honesty. You should fight against it. I don't know. I could go on to the secondary topic of this or a branching topic, right? About how you should vote. You should. Especially not just presidential stuff, but stuff for things in your area. You and a lot of people, and this is myself included, don't keep up with what is going on with governors or mayors and things like that. I, for one, am one of those people, but I don't know. I think it's starting to get to that point where I need to start paying attention. From what you've read, it's either or, either valid ID or face scan. If it's a face scan, how's the AI gonna know? Well, even if you did your ID, right? You could change the photo. Or would you get in trouble for that? I hate where we are in the timeline.
2026. The Teen Council will bring real teen perspectives directly into safety, well-being, and experience discussions, helping shape future features and platform updates. It's an important step towards ensuring Discord continues to reflect what teens actually want, need, and enjoy, not just what adults think they need. Go here to fill out the application.
What adults think they need. Yeah, I hate it.
The Teen Council's formation and top council priorities late summer 2026. This right here.
What about cheesy? You said, I've seen dumb people vote. It makes you an anarchist? Honey, the world is full of dumb people. You navigate through it every single day. That doesn't mean you're less important or that your voice shouldn't be heard when it comes to like polling. I think at that moment, it's better to start speaking up and out voice those people than to just say, no, I'm an anarchist. I refuse to do anything. At least you're doing something. Yeah, 100% going to use the teen council to push censorship. And kids are very fucking stupid. Especially now when, which is wild because isn't the literacy rate like super fucking low? You're dumb too, but wouldn't it be nice if you didn't have government? Sure. But there's also a lot of like negatives with that. Like, I don't know. That's an entirely different topic, cheesy. I'm just saying you should absolutely vote. You know, because by not voting, you're letting these people into office and then they're taking away your right to vote. The in most case languages is they're gonna hold onto your pictures. No, I think they're gonna sell your pictures. It's not even a question. It is gonna happen. Because I don't know. Yeah, they're very impressionable, Corey. Like all you have to do to tell a kid it is like, oh no, your parents don't know shit. What do you mean? I'm thinking of you. I know where you're coming from. I understand you. And then you've won them over. Because that's how dumb kids are. All the kids just kept saying 6'7", so the idea was scrapped. Oh my goodness. Hey, Lord of Greystroke. Greystoke! Sorry. The whole just think of the children argument is insufferable. It started on the internet in middle school and always knew not to mess with strangers. Just crappy parenting being used as an excuse. Yes, the government knows better than you do.
I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't like the way this sounds, especially with just the recent stuff that's happened in the last week with like the Epstein files and the stuff with digital ID and face scanning being heavily pushed by governments that
Hey,
are in
Randall.
bed in related to the Epstein files. I don't like the fact that there is going to be a bunch of teens that are going to be working with Discord safety management that probably has ulterior motives, in my personal opinion. Now, that's my opinion on the matter. I just don't like the way this sounds. It feels kind of weird to me.
It's that one bit about, the not what adults think you need. That really underlined the scumminess of it. Also, all age verification third-party corps are required to keep the info for 2 years due to transaction record laws. That's oh hell no. Teen Council will also teach the teens how to protest, I imagine. Yes. Yes, it will. I do not think these people need a platform like this. It's merely for talking. Why do they need a teen council? They are supposed to be concerned about the child and keeping the child safe, not putting them in more dangerous situations where a corrupt adult can easily take advantage of this. I don't know why, but the dude from Twitch, what is his name? Dan Clancy, right? Comes to mind. He takes advantage of all these young girls with his power and his money. And lo and behold, they are willing to do whatever he wants to get on the front page. What do you think is going to happen with these kids working for Discord? Your info is worth more than you realize. Temu sells items at an almost complete loss because it makes its money with the info you submit to order items. Info is the premium currency of the world now. That's fucking crazy, Crowfax. That's fucking crazy. Like Reagan said, the scariest phrase that can be uttered is, I am from the government and I am here to help. Yes, I completely agree. Hey, Cyborg, you manually invite people into your Discord? Ain't no snotty teens gonna be in my channel. I'm basically closed off. I mean, like, yeah, my channel is 18 plus only. If I hear you're a child, you're not allowed in. You will be booted out. I just do not think you need to be around adults.
I don't like the way this sounds. But with
You're
that being
right, Mel.
said, though, Discord is forcing this change. They don't care what you have to say, and I think the audacity of them saying that they don't want to just do what adults think, but they want to hear from teens, that's completely inaccurate. Because what they really want from you is your data. Because there's no reason to really force face scanning and ID and all that type of stuff globally like this, unless you're wanting to collect data. And this is a conversation I've talked about last year around the summer when we had a lot of censorship and digital ID and stuff being pushed with like from the UK or the EU and stuff. But the reason why companies want to do this is because if they collect your face scan, they collect your ID, they know where you live, they know what they can market to you, they know what they can advertise to you, they could sell your data to a data broker and make more money off of it. That's not including the risk and stuff of, for instance, getting doxxed. Now, Discord, I believe, outlines here that they will delete your data after you submit your face scanning digital ID, but
No, they won't. No, they fucking won't. That's a lie. They will tell you anything to get that information. Agree child should not be in message board sites in general? Completely agree, June. Good to see you, honey. High school student councils were a joke, so Discord using one is just as much of a joke. I know. I mean, like, if we were in a more high trust society, I could understand. But this is bullshit. Like, this is absolutely 100% bullshit.
let's just be completely honest, that's a bunch of bullshit. We all know
Yeah.
that. I mean, the fact that we had like content like 70,000 government issued IDs leaked out a few months ago after they reassured people multiple times that this would not happen and they wouldn't hold on to the data.
And ironically enough, happened not too long after. Creedy says, what's currently the best alternative to Discord? I don't know. I don't know. I don't use these things. I will just not message people. Like, if I really, really need to get a hold of Leon, or I have Leon's, or I have a question, I will happily swap numbers with him. But overall, I do not need Discord.
I think says enough that Discord really just doesn't give a fuck about people. They more or less just want to dox you and gain your data. This is not about kids' safety. This is not about protecting people or anything like that. This is about control, censorship, and getting.
Corey, you said, what politicians do we need to yell at to start a bill to keep kids safe from the internet? I think you would need one that would understand that it is not kids that need to be safe from the internet. It is the parents need to watch their children. They need to actually parent. An iPad is not a parent, right? Like, I feel like parents should be fined if they find out like your kid is on YouTube, or not YouTube, on like a tablet. I do not think they need this kind of like, I don't know, technology. Like, you can give a child a flip phone. They can still text their friends. They could still call you when they need something, but they don't need the internet. They don't need the apps. They don't need YouTube at all times. They do not need to be entertained all the time. They do not need to be on TikTok where they have their own, PDF file rings. TikTok is just as bad as Roblox. Like, there's other ways to keep in contact with people. I do not need Discord, and neither do you. Yes, Matt Funkel is right. There is X, there is Facebook, there is alternatives. This one is not one.
Your information for they can potentially, dox you or
Teams?
sell it
Yes.
to someone out there in the world somewhere, to another rivaling company or a company they actually work with. But yeah, this is a pretty bad news update. A lot of people are starting to talk about this. I mean, you could just see a lot of people are getting a little bit upset and even reminding Discord of the hack, the exposure of actual data, 70,000 people's government IDs. So I think either A, there's two things that are going to happen. Discord's going to walk this back, and they're going to say, oh, we're sorry, we didn't understand, or they're going to continue forward and not care about what people have to say and effectively kill their company. I think at this point, What needs to happen is there needs to be a rival company that appears, like maybe like TeamSpeak comes back to some degree, or Skype or something, and tries to rival Discord, because this is completely unacceptable, an invasion of privacy, and I cannot believe what they're doing. Because I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm not going to use Discord if they force me to have to use an ID and face scan. I'm not. I'm not going to do that. That's absolutely crazy, and I think anyone that is doing that, giving these companies your ID and face scan just to chat with your friends, is ridiculous.
Oh
It's
yeah.
gross, honestly, and there definitely feels like there's ulterior motives besides just safety. But
Imagine if Elon Musk just bought Discord. I wish he could buy everything. I wish he could buy Activision Blizzard, since he really likes Diablo 4, even though he doesn't actually play it. I wish that he would buy Discord. You're right. I'm trying to think of like what the other one is. But also, you are depending on one man to take care of it all, when it should be common knowledge that this is not how this is supposed to play out. That it's a severe abuse of power for what they're wanting. You feel bad for the iPad kids? They can't read. They cannot read. I find that troubling and fascinating at the same time. Kids need to be stupid, otherwise they'll never get over being stupid to an extent. Yes, you're right, metard. And I know somebody, I think it was you, Corey, that said like kids need to the internet is a information highway, super highway, right? And that kids should not be allowed to play on the highway. Completely agree with that as well. You think you might have gotten into Discord a little too late? I mean, I don't know yet, Randall, because this is going to be an interesting predicament, right? Like, is Discord going to freak out? It's all planned, Cinevere. I agree. I think it is. You're right. They're ruined. Oh yeah, they they've already lost all that trust when they got hacked, and now they're just going to try and push this like they didn't get hacked. They've lost every ounce of goodwill by forcing this. So if they still go through with it next month, I think it's going to be an interesting time for Discord. Oh, what happened? My little sister made the mistake of giving your niece a phone. The phone disappeared. Your sister tracked it down the street, and now your niece doesn't want the phone back from your sister. What the fuck happened? I hope your niece is okay. Yeah, she wasn't mature enough for it. You're right. And I don't think they ever will be. I think you should be allowed to get your phone when you turn 18, and that is it. Like before then, there is not a single reason on the planet that you need one. Like flip phone, fine. But otherwise, you don't need one. We survived outside. We made friends in our neighborhoods. Shit. Gotta go have fun. Blue Dragon, have a good night, Joe. You take care, honey. Sweet dreams to you. If you're going to bed. Or have a good day if you're not. Um, I don't know how to interact. No. The parents don't know how to interact with kids. The government sure doesn't know how to take care of them. I don't know why you would trust somebody else to raise your kids. Ever since Discord announced that they're going public, I knew it was only a matter of time until it turns to shit. Oh, yes. Yes, I think everybody was on the same wavelength as you. Alfredo, like honestly.
you can see that's even getting community noted. I mean, people are literally talking.
And that is a long community note, because did not read the article, but it's everywhere on Twitter. So it was really hard to like not see it. But the community note on this is pretty fucking lengthy.
About this right now, so I'd like to point that one out. But yeah, anyways, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Are you going to abandon Discord? Are you going to keep using it? I wanted to talk about this because I thought this was probably the most important news I could cover today, because this basically affects pretty much everyone that accesses the internet, because I think most people do use Discord. But I love you guys. Be safe. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Chibi out.
Yeah, I will be getting rid of the Discord, even though all you cuties are still a part of it. Like a good portion of you cuties are still a part of it. I would like to keep it if I can. If not, I will figure out something else, because yeah, I don't think you should subject yourself to that. So I don't know, guys. I am disheartened and I hate the way things have turned out. There's a few clicks and swipes that will take you to some site that that your child isn't prepared for. I yes, it's all too easy. And shit, like they've really kind of loosened. I think it might be a better word. Loosened the restraint on sexual content. And it's so easy for these kids to get to now. Why? Because they made it that way. I think personally. I don't know. Hypno already nuked his Discord and account. I will have to go that route once I figure out what happens because I don't want to jump the gun and do that and then be like, oh wait, no, they're not going to do that. Okay, never mind. You know, the next push will be YouTube and VPNs for sure. VPNs for sure. Right? They don't want you to have the VPN. I don't know. Hey there, Lionheart. How are you doing?